Hey, we're back with another freelance question answer. I'm Brad Chmielewski,
And I'm Brad Stark.
and we're here to share with you tips on freelancing, how we do it. This isn't the exact way everyone should do it.
No, in fact, you don't have to do it at all our way if you don't want to.
This is what gets us by. We get paid doing it this way, so.
Yeah, works for us.
So today's question comes from John F. And he wants to know how the hold system works. He's heard about it. He's kind of been caught up in it a little bit. So I think you have a better experience with this than I do because you've worked at more places, and I'm usually just working on my own. So maybe you want to explain how it works?
Yeah, sure. So the whole idea with the hold system is that it's a way to manage your schedule ahead of time. A company calls you and says that they possibly have a job coming up next week, right?
Okay.
So what they do is they call you up and they say, "Are you available?" And you look at your calendar, and if you are available, you say yes, and then they can say one of two things. They can say that they would like to book you for that time, or they would like to put you on hold. And to me, what the word booking means is they have completely committed to having you there. Do not take any more work because you are going to work at that company.
Okay.
But a lot of people aren't that sure that the work is coming in yet. You know how like, more jobs are, like sometimes
Right,
they can disappear.
You bid a project, maybe it happens.
Maybe it
You're just
happens, maybe it
trying to-
doesn't. So if it's not like a solid, they're sure that they need you, they'll put you on hold. And if you're on hold, it's just like
You're
how
kind
would
of
you
you're
describe
kind of open for that. Like
Yeah.
you're free. You're not on anything. It's more like a check.
Right.
Are you free? Right.
That's right. It's an "Are you free?" But now if a second company calls me up and says, "Hey, next week, what's your schedule look like?" And I have to say, "Oh, well, I already have a hold on that week.
Okay.
Like this other company wants me to work." And so if they go, "Well, we'd like to book you for that time," I have to say, "Okay, well, I have to check with that first hold." And so what I do is I call up the first company and I'm like, "Hey, someone else wants to book me for this time, but you've already got me on hold." And it's up to them where they can,
Either at that point let you know the job went away, or say, okay, we want to commit to you.
exactly,
Right?
yeah.
Okay. So the hold system is really just a check-in and then book you for it, right?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. The hold system, it's not even real. It doesn't mean anything
Okay.
until they book you, at least.
Okay. Because you could always have something come up that you could tell them if you're on hold, like you're not committed to that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like
Okay.
if you decide later on, if they've only got you on hold, you can decide to pass later on. Like there's
Okay.
there's no commitment at all at the hold level.
Okay, but then there are like second holds, or
Okay.
does that get complicated then, or is that even, do people use that?
It does get complicated, and most people try not to do it, but it can happen. So if company 1 puts you on hold for that week, and company 2 also wants to put you on hold for that week, then you can have, that's a multiple hold system. And then like it's basically company 1 has first dibs on you,
Okay.
and then company 2 has second dibs on you. And I've heard of some freelancers that can use situations like that to create like a bidding war, like to say, "Oh, well, this company wants to pay me this much to work this week," but I think that that's shady, and I don't do that.
Right. Okay. And then that's kind of on your rep for later down
exactly.
the line.
Yeah.
So that's basically the hold system and kind of how it works. And you gotta kind of work with your own schedule. And some people, I'm sure, don't like to book two jobs. They kind of want to have someone asked, and they kind of see where it goes, and then they get work out of that. But you always want to be working as a freelancer. So
Yeah, the hold system I think is a lot more relevant for when you work at a studio,
yeah.
more so than if you work at home, because you can't be at two places at once. Meanwhile, you can work at home on two things at once, I think.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and so if you have any other questions, send them our way, leave them in the comments, and we'd love to answer them. Thanks for watching.